My name's Mel, welcome to my world, and if you're new to my channel, at the moment I'm building a stealthy off-grid, go anywhere, sleep anywhere camper van, and if that's the sort of thing that interests you, please consider subscribing. Now a couple of days ago I filled my back doors with expanding foam, this stuff right here. Thought I was being a bit clever because I needed to insulate the doors, so I took there was wooden panels on the front, I took the panels off only to find metal panels behind. So I've got this big void. I thought I can't get insulation in there, so I'll fill it with expanding foam. So that's what I've done, and I actually brought a few cans of this, being a clever clogs. Now luckily the bottom of the doors I can get to, so I stuffed all the bottom of the doors with my normal insulation. It's like recycled plastic, and I had the foresight of wedging it up into the panels of the door as far up as I could, because there's channels down each side of the door. And lucky I did that, because the horror stories I got the next day were unbelievable. And just to give you an example, I'll read some out. We'll start with my old mate Mr. Wandering Womble. He says, and I quote, "I made this mistake once, then had a door lock cable snap due to the foam expanding into the top of locks. It was a nightmare to dig up the post. When I got close to the top, the water came rushing down my arm. In the end, I cut a small square out at the top of the door, cleaned it out. It's okay on the hinge side. Best of luck. Cheers for the videos. Keep them coming." Thanks for the image, Mr. Womble. So I'm laying in bed now. This is in the morning. I've just woke up, and these are the messages I'm getting. And I read that message, and I'm like, oh my god, what have I done? What have I done to my van? What have I done to my doors? I couldn't believe it. And that's not the end of it. My phone started to light up, all these different messages coming through. And the next one was, "Let it ooze out, otherwise it might buckle the door." One of my young customers into building those big base systems into cars. I think it says filled a tailgate for a friend and buckled the panels of his Corsa. I think that's what he's saying now. I can't quite read it. It's a bit of a whatever. Anyway, you get the picture. So I'm laying in bed. I'm getting these messages about buckled panels. Yeah, another one, this is just an example. I'm not going to read all their names out, but this was Andrew. "Oh dear Mel, what have you done? Tried it myself once, never again. It buckled the outer panels. Just a handy hint, Mel. If you haven't heard of someone doing something, it's worth asking why not." Good point. But I like to experiment. I like to think for myself and try things out new. You know, if I can't find somebody else has done it, I won't ask why haven't they done it. I'll just try it and see what happens, which is a classic case of that right here. Oh dear. Nutterbugs from Australia. "Was waiting for the ball to pop open and spray its guts all out over you." Thanks, sweetheart. That's a nice image. "Thank God you didn't put foam in the bottom of your doors. Some vans have vent holes." Yep, fair point. Yeah, loads of negative comments. Somebody else says, this is Wayne, he says, "You're brave using that stuff. I had a bad experience with filler foam. I sooner have put an extra blanket on than use that stuff." Yeah, thanks Wayne. I'm beginning to get a picture now, so I'm laying in bed and I'm thinking, oh no, I need to get up and check my doors. So I rushed out. I didn't rush. I don't rush for anything really. I had to have a coffee first after all. So I've had my coffee, I've meandered out, bleeped my alarm, the door's all unlocked, tried the door handle, and it was a little bit stiff, it had a little bit of resistance, and I was like, oh no, what have I done here? So I opened the back door, and the back door opened relatively easy. So one door's opened, the other door I've reached in, grabbed the handle, and I heard this crunch. I thought, oh no. Pulled the door and it opened. What a relief, absolutely relieved, especially after reading all these comments. Another one, "Bad idea, Mel. You could have buckled your doors or messed them up. Hope nobody else copies this. Sorry, Mel. Thumbs down on this idea." I tend to agree with you. A definite thumbs down. don't try this at home. Don't use this stuff to fill a void in your doors. From what I've heard, all these comments, it's a bad idea. It's probably one of the worst ideas I've had. But you know what? That's what it's all about. That's why I started doing these videos, to try and show you. I mean, it would be unfair of me not to show you the failures as well as all the successes. So this is an epic fail on my part. So yeah, hopefully, just hopefully somebody else sees this video that's thinking about using this stuff to fill their doors, or a void in their door, and yeah, they see this video and change their mind. So if you are thinking of using this stuff to fill your doors, definitely no. And this is going to be the thumbnail for this video, I think. I'm not very good at video editing, so if anyone out there is good at video editing, my email's above in the about me description department. Can you screenshot this, right? Screenshot this, and then on the bottom put some sort of comment, don't use this stuff, right? If you're thinking of using this stuff, watch this video first. Alright, so if anyone out there, any of my subscribers, I know one person that's really good at doing this stuff, Mr. Womble, maybe he'd like to take me up on that challenge, email it to me and I'll use it as a thumbnail for this video. I just want to stop other people making the same mistake I've done. Not only did I run the risk of buckling my doors and seizing up my door locks by the sounds of it, also the mess this stuff makes is unbelievable. Someone even commented, I've put it away now but I won't read it, pick up all the bits and pieces and make a pillow out of it. I won't be doing that. Right, I'll take you around the back and I'll show you the mess. It's incredible. It really isn't worth using this stuff. I think maybe it's worth using it for filling gaps. I've seen people put their insulation boards on their wall and use it to fill all the little gaps in. Maybe it's okay for that. But judging by the comments about condensation and the way it sucks in moisture and uses and holds moisture, maybe it's not so good. But I know one thing for sure, I'm not going to use it again. So I'll show you the mess it's made and you'll see why. I'll just spin you around. Let me just turn this off and restart it when I get outside. At the back of my van, I'll just demonstrate the door locks do actually still work. There you go. There you go. They still open, lucky enough. This door handle here, this is the one that crunched. It works perfectly fine now, but look at the mess it's made. Is it really worth using this stuff? I think not. Look at this. Now this is the part that I think Mr. Womble was talking about, because there's a cable that comes all the way down here to the door handle. Now I'm going to have to dig all this out, and I'll dig all that out and I'll put plenty of lubricant in there, because it operates by cable to this lower handle here. There's a cable that runs up, so I'm going to dig most of that foam out and make sure there's plenty of lubricant in there so that cable doesn't snap like ever. Because if it does snap, I think we'll be in trouble. Yeah, look at it up on here, it's all run down. Because it was dripping down from there, it's run down the bulkhead, and my bed's the other side of there. But I did move the mattress forward so it didn't get on the mattress. It's all accumulated down here as well. I mean, it's absolutely everywhere. So this door, I took the panel off so I could show you how I insulated the bottom. So I've used my normal, this stuff I've used throughout the van. It's a recycled plastic. It's a bit like rock wool, but it's made of plastic. And luckily I had the foresight of stuffing it up the corners like this. I've got my hand and I've got big clumps of it and wedged it up to stop the foam coming down this post. And I did that on both sides. I think this is where I got lucky. If I hadn't have done that, it would have been a completely different story, because the door lock mechanism is here. And like I say, I got as much as I could and stuffed it up into this corner up here. And if I hadn't have done that, yeah, it would have been a completely different story. And I can actually feel, even though I did that, I can actually feel some foam up here. If I put my hand up there, yeah, I can just feel it. Can't grab any. I'll grab some out and show you. But yeah, that's what saved the day, me stuffing that stuff up in there, and the mess is awful. Now I've got to clean this mess up now. That's my job for the rest of the day, I think, or until it starts raining. So there you go, I just wanted to show you that. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, and thank you for all your comments. I really appreciate the hints and tips that you give me, because I can share it with other people as well. So feel free to comment below, talk among yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-da for now. Thanks.